Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to take a stack of information and really pull out the key insights for you. Today, we're diving into a really interesting Forbes piece. It's called 17 AI Skills to Put on Your Resume in 2025 by Rachel Wells. Our goal: to unpack what this whole AI fluency thing actually means for your job prospects, figure out the skills employers really want, and, critically, how you can show you've got them.
Yeah, and what's really striking is just how fast things are moving. This article, it really drives home that this isn't some far-off future thing anymore. It's happening right now. It's reshaping how we work.
That speed is definitely something. Let's put some numbers on this transformation because they're pretty staggering. The World Economic Forum, they point out that over 85 million jobs are being displaced by automation. That sounds worrying. But, and this is the really interesting part, they also say 97 million new AI-powered roles are popping up. So it's this huge churn. What does that actually mean for someone, trying to keep their career on track and, as the article says, AI approved?
Well, if you connect the dots, it's not just about jobs vanishing. It's more like a fundamental shift in what roles are. The article really suggests that being adaptable, constantly learning, these aren't just nice-to-haves anymore. They're basic survival skills, really. Having that AI-fluent resume, it's moving from being an edge to being, well, almost baseline. It's about being ready for the jobs defining the market now.
Yeah. Okay, so if roles are being redefined that quickly, how do we keep up? The article pulls from some heavy hitters like Coursera's Job Skills Report and the World Economic Forum data to list what employers are looking for. And it seems like a mix, right? Some tech stuff, some other stuff.
Exactly. And that brings us to, well, what are these skills specifically? On the technical side, you've got things like Gen AI, I think ChatGPT and similar tools. Then applied machine learning, PyTorch, that's a machine learning library. Computer vision, reinforcement learning, general machine learning, deep learning, supervised learning, artificial neural networks. Also ML OPS machine learning operations, which is crucial for actually using AI in businesses. Prompt engineering, AI literacy, just understanding it,
Yeah.
and big data. What's interesting is the focus seems to be shifting towards applying this stuff, making it
Oh,
work
nice.
in the real world, not just knowing the theory.
Right, so that's a pretty hefty technical list. But you mentioned another category. Is it just about the tech? The article seems to suggest maybe not.
No, definitely not. And this is maybe even more important in some ways. The article really highlights these power skills,
Mhm.
things like critical thinking, analytical thinking, resilience, creative thinking. And here's the fascinating part: their lifespan. Technical skills. They might be relevant for, what, 2-3 years before they're outdated or evolved, but these power skills, they last pretty much indefinitely. They transfer across jobs, industries. They're fundamental. There's even an AWS survey mentioned where, get this, 93% of employers planning to use Gen AI said critical thinking is highly in demand. 93%.
Wow, okay, so it's this blend. You need the tech know-how, but you also need these enduring human skills. So let's say you, our listener, you've been working on these skills. How do you actually show that on a resume? Just listed them. It feels weak, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That's where it gets practical. The article is really clear on this. You have to connect your AI skills, the tools you use, to real tangible results, business outcomes, and use hard data. So instead of saying, used AI, you need something like developed a custom AI workflow that cut campaign production time by 60%. Or maybe boosted email click-through rates by 25% using AI-powered scripts and A/B testing. Specifics. Just like tinkering with AI isn't enough. Employers need proof you can actually use it effectively. They want results.
That makes so much sense. It's showing the impact, not just the activity. Moving from, I know this tool, to here's the valuable thing I did with this tool.
Yeah.
Are there traps people fall into here, like things the article warns against when trying to demonstrate this?
Yeah, it definitely flags just listing tools without any context, or using really vague phrases like familiar with AI. That doesn't tell an employer anything useful. Proficiency isn't just, knowing of something. It's about demonstrating you can apply it to solve a problem or create value. Show, don't just tell.
Got it. Show the value. And what about specific tools? The article mentions quite a few gaining traction: ChatGPT, HubSpot AI, SEMrush tools, Superhuman, Beehive, Canvas Magic Design, Copilot. How should you decide which of those to put on a resume? You don't want just a long list,
Right.
right?
It goes back to relevance and value. Only list tools that are actually relevant to the specific job you're applying for, and make sure they fit the context, like an AI tool that makes funny diffs. Probably not resume worthy unless you're in marketing and can show how you used it to, say, boost social engagement significantly. Always, always connect the tool to a quantifiable achievement if you can. That's the key.
Okay, this is all really valuable. But for you listening, maybe you're thinking, this sounds like a lot, and I'm busy. How can someone acquire these skills, the tech ones and the power skills, quickly and ideally without breaking the bank?
Well, the article points to micro-credentials as the fastest route. These are short courses, certifications. There's actually a new Coursera study mentioned that found completing these micro courses can boost your hiring chances by 94%. That's huge. And you can often find free options on platforms like Codecademy, IBM Skills Build, LinkedIn Learning if you have Premium, and Simply Learn. These let you get the core concepts down without needing a full, degree program. Much more accessible.
So courses are one way, but it's not just about book learning, is it? You need to actually do stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing beats learning by doing. You've got to roll up your sleeves. The article really encourages experimenting. Use AI tools to actually build something, launch a project, maybe create a system. Even starting a side hustle to apply what you're learning is a great way to build that practical experience. And there are specific certifications mentioned too that look good on a resume or LinkedIn. Things like artificial intelligence fundamentals from IBM Skills Build, generative AI content creation from Adobe via Coursera, Gen AI for UX designers also on Coursera. There's a generative AI for leaders certificate from Vanderbilt, again via Coursera, and a Google prompting essential specialization on Coursera too. Lots of focused options.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you, our listener? The message seems pretty clear. Your resume needs to keep pace with AI. It's not just about adding a few buzzwords. It's about weaving together that technical skill with those really durable power skills, critical thinking, resilience, creativity, that combination, that blend. That seems to be what will really make you stand out in this pretty competitive job market we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And stepping back, looking at the bigger picture, it just highlights how crucial continuous learning is. And not just learning, but applying that knowledge strategically. So maybe the question for you to think about is this. What's the one AI skill, could be technical, could be a power skill that you're going to focus on deepening or acquiring next? What step will you take to future-proof your career?